Wanna know what I like? Murder. You ever lose a round of Smash your character and think, wow, I want to strangle this character to death? I don't feel this obviously, since I'm the best Smash player in the world, but, you know, sometimes you just want to kill fictional characters in the screen. So that's what got me to make this video. How many characters can I beat, or you beat, or anyone beat in a fight? Like an actual fight. I know this is the most unique video in the world. Like Aaron Itmar did this video and some other people, but I'm doing different like rules than he did. So I feel like it's fine if we both do the same thing. And also, his video is super duper wrong.
Ash seems to be fine getting shocked all those years, so I feel like it wouldn't do a ton to me. I feel like a lot of his damage would probably come from weapons that he's not allowed to use in this hypothetical fight that I just made up, so I think it would be a close win, but he definitely would go down swinging. I'm going to put him in easy win because without his sword, I don't know that he can do very much besides like his tornado. Without cannonballs and Mecha Koopas, I don't know that Bowser Jr. or the Koopalings would do a ton to me. I don't know. They don't breathe big streams of fire. It's just more small fireballs. So once you get out of the way of those, I feel like they aren't much of a threat.
Do it, Quill! I can take it.
No, he can't take it!
She's right, you can't.
But the problem with his video, and most videos that are analyzing the strength of Smash characters, is that they just look at the character and say, oh yeah, I know what to do, but they don't actually look at their games and their feats in their games. Like, I mean, in real life, yes, sure, a boxer would beat a mouse, a crocodile would beat a princess, a demon-slaying witch lady would beat a fat thing with a hammer. But this is not real life, this is Smash Bros. So, I'm actually going to analyze their feats. I know, it's a very shocking idea. Make a video of the canon strengths of Smash characters, talk about canon strengths of Smash characters. Please sit down. I know this is a lot. I'm here for you, Billy. And I gotta be the one to do this, obviously, because I'm the biggest YouTuber, been all over the world. Check it. I was on a PM Seymour video. My comment was, at least. One of my characters is on Cyanide's YouTube banner. Check it out, by the way. He's a really cool dude. Animation Rewind knocked me off the last time I made a Smash video. I will never drop that. Anyways, rules. Okay, so characters are only limited to what weapons and power-ups in Smash they have in Smash Ultimate. For example, Mario gets the Flood, Fire Flower, Cappy, and the Cape Feather, but not the Cat Suit, Raccoon Suit, Starman, or Hammers. Also, no Final Smashers allowed, so Supersonic, Ultra Sword Kirby, Mega Lucario, none of that stuff. They don't need it, trust me. Also, as sad as it is to say, humans kind of suck. Like, we're really squishy. We get bodied by most of the things on Earth. So, I'm going to give us some chance of winning this. So we have any weaponry that you can reasonably assume a human can get, along with very low-level military stuff. So that means we have variety of guns, knives, weak explosives, along with like cars, building stuff, jars of peanut butter. We'll take what we get. Every character is willing to kill us, so we can't use the excuse that like Isabelle or Yoshi would be too peaceful. And everything just takes place in a flat field because it's just equal and stuff. Into this, Byleth is the newest character, so don't murder me if we get a character gets revealed later, which we know won't happen because of, you know, virus and whatnot. We totally won't get a character revealed literally the day I finished writing the script, right? We totally won't get Arsenal. Okay, so honestly, 5 minutes after I finished writing the script, we got a Nintendo Direct that revealed an Arms character, but didn't say which one. So because of that, I'm just going to ignore that for now. I do plan to make an update video like I do with my Smash video once we get all the DLC characters. So just hang on with me. I know it's kind of annoying that I can't be forgetting someone, but I don't know which one they're going to use, so it's a little hard to factor that in. So yeah, thanks. Hope you understand that. Let's get into this. I'm going to start with the Ice Climbers. Seems like a weird pick with the first character, but I want to use these two because it shows how much I dug into these people. They may seem like normal kids, but these two we just can't beat. In their games, they can kill this polar bear. But this isn't a normal polar bear. This is a polar bear made from radioactive gas from failed NASA experiments. Or something, I don't know. What I'm trying to say is, Just by jumping, you can sink an entire mountain. Now, this isn't like an actual mountain. This is more like the size of a building. But, newsflash, you can't shoot down a building with a single bullet before the building punches you in the face. This is a weird metaphor. Either way, we can't beat these kids with what we got. But we can beat another NES character, the Duck Hunt dog. He's just a dog. Listen, I love dogs, but you gotta do what you gotta do. That's old Yeller, this dog. Oh, and the ducks have like collarbones, so you can just punch it. Ryu, Ken, and Terry may seem like they're hard to kill because they're all like fighting champions. But that's not why we can't beat them. We can't beat them because Ryu's energy is so powerful, Bison absorbed all of his power and used it to destroy an entire city. It's insane, I know, but that actually happened in Street Fighter. Oh, and Terry can fight a guy who countered in a city destroying laser, so, you know, normal martial arts stuff. But just because you're super buff does not in fact mean you can destroy an entire city. For example, Little Mac. We should actually be able to beat him. Yes, he's a master boxer, but he's still a human. He might be able to fight people who can punch holes in walls or eat an entire bowl just by punching it, but he's still human at the end of the day. I feel like a couple bullets should be able to knock him out. You think Pichu would be an easy win, because, you know, he's just a small mouse, he's a baby, he hurts himself by attacking. Well, first off, that's Smash only, not in the games. But, I know this might seem weird to say, but we cannot beat Pichu. Pichu is way too strong for us right now. It's hard to scale Pokemon, but like, you can use the weakest Pokemon to make the strongest Pokemon. But we can reasonably scale Pichu to Cleffa, another 8 Pokemon. And according to this calculation from Versus Battle Wiki user, the real Cal Howard, link in the description to any calcs I use. I don't want to be a stupid dumb like my last video and completely forget any sources. Calculated how much force Cleffa tanks from falling from orbit. As you probably predict, falling in orbit would hurt a lot. According to this calculation, Cleffa has enough energy to destroy a building just by falling. So as Pichu scales, we can't beat that with what we got. And obviously, if we can't beat Pichu, we can't beat any of the other mons. Even like some of the weaker ones, like Squirrel, Jigglypuff, would destroy us. Well, actually, Lucario, Incineroar, and Greninja are all the fighting types, right? So can we just like punch them to death? I mean, hypothetically, maybe it might hurt a bit more to them than the other mons, but like, for one, we had to punch them a lot, and for two, even before we raise our hand, Incineroar would be dark lariating us to heck and back. With that being said though, I did forget a single Pokemon character. Pokemon trainer itself. I'm counting the trainer and the mons separately, and without his Pokemon trainer is just a guy. We can just, you know, beat him to death. So, yeah, we just murdered an innocent child. Okay, so since we're talking about RPGs, let's talk about Joker and Hero. We ain't killing these two. Despite being teens, both are able to take down beings that can create and destroy the universe. Yes, I'm going with endgame versions of these two. It only seems fair. Yeah. In all of the Smash videos talking about how strong the Smash cast is, people always put Palutena at the top just because she's a goddess. And I mean, okay, gods are usually seen as powerful, but that doesn't automatically make you all powerful. Gods in fiction have different level of power. Some can pull a sun, others have trouble with eccentric billionaires. Being a god or a goddess does not immediately make you all powerful. You butt hackers, do your research for once. With that being said, Palutena can fight Hades, and Hades contains an entire star galaxy in his stomach, so yeah, she is pretty powerful. Not as powerful as people make her out to be. Also, the pits scale, and I really need to comb my hair before I make videos. Bayonetta is kind of similar with the whole is a god thing. Well, she fights gods. But also like her, you can't kill her with bullets. I know, it's a big shock. The lady who punched a goddess into planets can't die from a simple bullet. Wow. Speaking of gods and goddesses, the Fireman crew aren't going down at all. Almost all the Fireman boys are powered up by a divine being. However, as I said, God isn't a get out analyze free card, so I can take an entire Thunderstorm, Martha the Falchion, which is godlike, has confidence. Lucina and Crown do as well, Robin Scales. Corin Fire Dragon, which made a small black hole. Roy wields a sword stronger than the one that changed the atmosphere, Earth, and flooded it, and Bias can tank hit from a meteor. I don't play Fire Emblem, I thought I just did the stabby. This is ridiculous. Banjo Kazooie can take out Gruntilda, who was able to make an earthquake so strong that it shook Banjo's house just from very far away, and was able to destroy the Hag 1, a giant tank, so we can't beat them. Starfrost Gang aren't as physically strong, without their ships, of course. The best feat is Fox beating up a dinosaur, but even then, we're unable to take them down. The Fox crew can survive their ships exploding and being attacked by giant bugs, so we're fricked. Villager is not as much of a pushover as you might think he is. Yeah, he's peaceful, but we are talking about a thing that can destroy rocks and trees in just a couple swings of an axe. With that being said, we also have weapons that can do that. Not to mention the Villager's most powerful power, time manipulation, he can't use. He doesn't have a stopwatch from Smash Bros. Because of that, Villager should be easy to take down with our weaponry. What I'm trying to say is we should hit him with a car. Isabelle is usually considered the weakest of the Smash crews, but she should be comparable to Villager, which means she is strong enough to destroy trees with just simple hits. Isabelle is stronger than you, deal with that. That being said, Isabelle is still comparable to Villager. If we beat Villager, we should beat Isabelle. What I'm trying to say is we should hit her with a car. Wii Fit Trainer is just a normal, albeit very fit and healthy and active person. So with access to weaponry, this is a very easy win. Hit her with a car. So, Mario time. Despite being Nintendo's mascot, everyone seems to think Mario's really weak without his power-ups. And to that I say, have you played a Mario game? Like, this guy is ridiculous. Mario constantly fights enemies able to destroy the world, like Phantasma and Count Bleck. Bowser ate a gosh dang star once, and is perfectly fine. Yoshi hit Raphael the Raven so hard he turned into a constellation. You may think Peach and Daisy may not be that strong, but Peach was able to yeet Bowser out of her castle through waving her hand. And Daisy can fight in Mario Run, which is apparently canonical, so I'm gonna count it. I mean, they're pretty... Peach and Daisy are similar either way, so whatever. Wario and the cast of Donkey Kong should also scale, but if you don't believe that, Wario can get a planet exploding, and Donkey Kong can punch the freaking moon. Then there's Rosalina. Not only is Rosalina the best Nintendo girl, she's probably the strongest. Have you ever just reset the entire universe? Like Rosalina did. You just use actual stars to power your ship. Rosalina does. You ever get so happy you want a simple game of golf? You make a galaxy on a whim. Rosalina does. She's insane. So, as you can see, the Mario cast was Nintendo's most powerful, and thus we cannot beat them. But if they're so strong, why is Mario killed by a Goomba? Well, actually, you freaking idiot, that's a very good point. I should have mentioned that earlier. Thanks for reminding me. There is a difference between gameplay and lore. Everything I mentioned here is strictly lore-based. If the characters were as powerful as normal gameplay, the game would be pathetically easy. This is why in Pokemon, something as pathetic as Magikarp can compete with God of the Multiverse, Arceus, or why yes, Mario can lose to a Goomba. So I mentioned all the Mario characters, but I did miss one, and not Dr. Mario, he's just Mario in a different costume. I mean the Piranha Plant. If a Goomba is nowhere near as strong as Mario, where's the Plant Ball? Well, I'd say Plant is stronger than a Goomba, but weaker than other enemies like Chain Chomp or Charge and Chuck. A Goomba was able to destroy a rock with a couple hits, and the Chomp and Chuck can destroy brick walls. Both things we can do with weapons like grenades and a sledgehammer. Not to mention, Plant is still just a plant. He is weak to fire, and as we have access to flamethrowers, we should be able to rip us weed. Plant really is the weak link of the Mario cast. You saw this coming, Olimar, the single easiest win in this entire roster. He's less than an inch tall, and even then, he's not a fighter, relying on Pikmin to do dirty work. Granted, he does have his Pikmin in this scenario, but that won't save him. Because despite being able to control fire and electricity, they're so small, they can't even burn enemies the size of an apple. With that being said though, Olimar does still have a win condition here. You can use the white Pikmin, which has a very strong poison. That would require us to eat it, and with the size difference, that would be impossible. Rob would also be an easy win. He's a toy. He's just a literal toy. An awful toy with no functional purpose besides making me feel bad, and also saving the game and it should feel like not important. Oh, but toys are so adorable. We have weapons. Just smash them with a hammer. Toys are easy to break. What I'm trying to say is Child's Play isn't scary. He's a doll. Yeet him out a window. Hit him with a car. Just make sure you're comparable to Big Boss. who can take lightning bolts, a microwave that can disintegrate humans, and even bombs. We aren't beating him. Okay, controversial statement here. I think Capcom's gonna be pretty easy to beat. In his games, he's just a guy with a car. He doesn't fight like in Smash Bros. He just drives a car, and he wouldn't have his car in the fight. So without his car, he just gets shot. Mega Man was able to fight Sunstar, who destroyed Wily's space station when he died. So, yeah. Sonic can fight beings powered by the Chaos Emerald like Chaos, and the Emerald can split planets, so that's another nope. Cloud can fight Sephiroth, who can destroy planets. Basically, if you're a third party, you can destroy planets. Okay, except for Pac-Man. He isn't that strong, but he is strong enough to destroy building-sized robots and stuff like that, so yeah, we can't beat him either. Ganondorf was able to stop planet's rotation in order to flood the planet, and every other Zelda character can fight him, so we can't beat any Zelda characters. Zelda really needs more reps. The Mii's are complicated. If we're talking Wii Sports Mii, take them easily. But in the other games, they can fight building-sized monsters like in Miitopia and Nintendo Land. Not fair to pick and choose games, so we can't kill ourselves. I just realized how weird this is. Ness and Lucas can fight living storm clouds and nuclear weapons. Also, Ness is God, pretty much. Like, this is the most interesting thing I found while researching for this video. Ness is one of the strongest characters in Smash canonically. He touched the truth of the universe, which is described as being space and time itself. He created his own universe with Magicant, and his physical conscience became one with the entire world. This 12-year-old is a god. Well, it isn't carried in Smash, it is carried over to his Smash players, who all have a god complex and think it's a good strategy to spam PK Fire over and over. If you're a Ness main, don't. Alright, math question time. You, plus a giant killer space dragon that destroyed a mountain on a planet with a gravity 900 times that of Earth equals you minus your freaking torso. Samus can beat Ridley, so we also lose our torso to her. Also, Dark Samus decided to pocket dimension, collapsing on her. That's another F. Belmont can fight Dracula, who can warp his castle, and a Spirit of the Time Reaper, who can destroy time itself. The thing with Inklings isn't how strong they are, though they can harm like big robots, stuff like that, but how durable they are. Inklings possess regeneration so strong and so fast, they can come back almost instantly, as long as they have just a tiny little bit of their body left. You can shoot parts of them, but they'll always come back before you put them down, before they can put you down. I know it's purely from research, and definitely not because I'm secretly an Inkling. Definitely not, totally. Don't find me, NASA. Since I am, as some may say, a Kirby simp, I gotta go into a lot of detail about the Kirby crew. Kirby Gang can beat Magolor, who created an entire dimension effortlessly. Meta Knight can beat Galactic Knight, the strongest warrior in the galaxy. Three of them can beat Void Termina, a forbidden god monster that created an entire universe by being born. Even all the way back in Kirby Superstar, Kirby was able to destroy a planet. The three Kirby characters are insane. Almost as insane as us only having three characters in Nintendo's biggest franchises, with a buttload of unique characters for reps. Please give us Bandana D Sakurai, he deserves it. It doesn't even have to be him even. Give us Marks, Magolor, Adeline, Gooey, Taranza, Susie, freaking Kracko for all I care. Give us some more Kirby love. Sorry about that. Okay, so we're down only two more characters, and I saved them strictly for last. Next up is Mr. Game & Watch, and I strictly saved him for last. Well, for second to last, because what can you even do with him? Like, he's a two-dimensional. He's trying to line up. See there, two-dimensional, and I mean two-dimensional as in he's physically only has two dimensions. Thinking of like Bill Cipher or SCP-3143. Not like a two-dimensional character as in he's a stale piece of bread like the entire cast of Sword Art Online. We can't really hurt a being from a lower dimension, but he can't beat us either. Seems like Mr. Game Watch always has to be a special snowflake on Smash videos. And then, finally, there's I have way too many freaking videos. There's Shulk. There's She-Hulk over here. Shulk is my personal pick for the strongest character in Smash Bros. Like physically in their games. I know this isn't like a tier list. It's just kind of the us versus them. But like, if I had to pick one, Shulk gets my vote as the single strongest character in this entire game. Before I get into why, spoilers for Xenoblade Chronicles. Skip to this time frame right here if you don't want to be spoiled. But Shulk can defeat Zanza, who is able to create the Big Bang, responsible for creating multiverses. While characters like Ness and Rosalina can create universes, Shulk is the only one who can create a multiverse and destroy it as well. Once he defeated Zanza, again, who can create an infinite universe, he's able to revive all of his friends and reset the entire universe. Shulk is insane. So, that's everyone. Out of 83 characters, because we're counting Pokemon Trainer and the Miis separately, we only beat 10. Even with weaponry, we only beat 10. And again, if we didn't have weaponry, we'd only beat like maybe 3 or so. But, you know, we're ridiculous. Let's get even more ridiculous. Let's get as ridiculous as we possibly can. What if we had, like, what if instead of just a normal weaponry we can find laying around, what if we had the strongest weaponry of all time? What if we had the biggest bomb of all time? What if we had the Zarbama? No, you know what? That's not even strong enough. That's got even crazier. Zarbama has a blast that wields 58 megatons. That's very impressive, but we can go higher. The original design of the bomb could wield an explosion of 101.5 megatons. That can destroy certain mountains, dude. This time, the bomb hits every character dead on. No reflectors, no healing, no nothing. They hit him, and they gotta take the blast, and that's how we determine if we can beat them or not. We're gonna go in some more definitive numbers here, so let's get ready. Well, obviously, we can beat all the ones we can beat with limited weaponry. Now they just get absolutely incinerated. It's not even worth going over them. It's also not worth going over the really, really strong characters. Like, if you can destroy a planet or a universe, this will do nothing to you. So as much as I would like to nuke Yoshi for the pain he caused me in the last Smash video I made, it would just be a waste of time. Some of the ones we can beat with the bomb are pretty obvious from our previous analysis. So for example, if you can destroy or tank a building level attacks, you're gonna get smoked. So this includes the Star Fox gang, the Ice Climbers, the Miis, and Pac-Man. Lucas, as I said, could take hits from an entire storm cloud, and I have another calculation for this one. Calculation says that a storm cloud would yield about 6.02 megatons. That's enough to destroy a city, but it's far, far smaller than our bomb. So, some good news for Lucas. He can join his family. What is wrong with me? Okay, now about the Pokemon. It's really hard to nail down the strength of the Pokemon because of how the games are structured. You can look at the Pokedex, yes, but that's debatable if it's even canon. So, how are we going to do this? Well, I'm once again going to use a calculation I found in Versatile Wiki. You guys are lifesavers. Thank you so much for this. This is by Keep Leakley. It's about Pupitar toppling a mountain, and it's logically its evolution. Tyranitar should scale, and if Tyranitar, fully evolved Pokemon, can scale, all fully evolved Pokemon should be able to scale, which is a lot of Pokemon we have. So according to Keep Leakley's calculations, Pupitar destroying a mountain would give off about 531 megatons. Like our bomb, that's enough to destroy a mountain, unsurprisingly. It's also far higher than our bomb, so Greninja, Charizard, and Incineroar aren't going anywhere. But I can argue that we can take down Lucario with this. Punching him will do nothing, even with his fighting type weakness. But he is weak to fire as well. And I feel like these numbers are close enough that the super effective damage from his fire type weakness would take him down. Oh, and we aren't beating Mewtwo. Mewtwo can destroy planets. Oh, I don't know if I mentioned this, but obviously any non-fully evolved Pokemon we take down, because they're far lower than the calculation I just gave off. As said before, Ryu can and carry all of sea-level powers, and as weaker bombs have destroyed cities, we can take these three off as well. Snake's lightning feat is even weaker than Lucas's storm feat, so we can beat him. Aliens have very good regeneration, but how strong is their regeneration? Well, the Zarbama should be at least comparable to Ink Strike, which is strong enough to destroy the Inklings before they can regenerate. Again, I know this from research and not personal experience. I totally did not sacrifice my step cousin to get this information. I totally didn't. Never. The Hag 1, while bigger than a real tank, is not big enough to the point where we can't believe it will be disintegrated by the Zar, and thus we could also take advantage of Mizui. So the final thing I want to look at is Fire Emblem. The FE crew should all be logically defeated by the bomb in some versions, but not in other versions, really depending on what weaponry they're holding. Without the Felshin, we should be able to beat Marth, Chrom, and Lucina, but with them and their respective weaponry, they have weaponry so powerful that they can create a continent. so we're not going to beat them. They survive their attacks, these attacks. Ike has the power of the goddess Yoon. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I don't play Fire Emblem. But yeah, he has the power of the goddess Yoon, who also made a continent. Smash Roy has the Sword of Seals, which is stronger than weapons that fled the entire world. That leaves Corrin and Byleth. Corrin said defeat a monster to create a black hole, but it's not actually as impressive as it may sound. It's been calculated as around 16.38 megatons, which is impressive, but not mountain shattering. Corn falls. Then there's Byleth. We can beat early game Byleth, but not end game Byleth. Unlike the other pre and post game characters though, there is an easy way to tell a difference. That being said though, it does include spoilers. So if you don't want to be spoiled about Three Houses, click this time frame right here. And yeah, time. Okay, are we good? Are we good? Okay. At the end of the game, Byleth fuses with the goddess Sylvis. She's weakened, yes, but is far stronger than any conventional weaponry we have on Earth. And when they get this power, their hair turns green. In Smash Bros, there's a green alternate costume, which Sakurai specifically said he can't say what it's a reference to because of spoilers. So we can assume that this is in fact endgame Byleth, which means the default costume is early game Byleth, which means we can do what every single Smash fan wanted to do: drop a nuke on Byleth. And there we go. Of course, made a tier list like I did with the last video, so you can see, here you go. I will make part 2, just like my Smash Ages video, which will also get a part 2, probably in the same video, once we get all the DLC characters. So that's another video done. And another time I gotta do a dumb analysis on Smash characters. That leaves me with more time to do dumb videos on Smash characters. Like, think about it. Next video, what Lantern Ring every Smash character gets. What's can height and weight of every Smash character? Who are the Smash characters voting for 2020 election? What sandwich do the Smash Boys order from Subway? I will make an entire cinematic universe of dumb Smash videos. The possibilities are endless! You know what's not endless about, though? This video.